Hi small business owners, it's Harpreet Singh from Western Law Firm. Today I want to talk about an important topic, which is, I think most of the litigation happens with these kind of issues, which is basically disclosures. And the particular duties each party has. So today we will talk about the requirement on the seller side, what are the duties of the seller, and I will not go much in detail in this particular video about specific statutory duties, because there are many if you look a commercial real estate transaction. So I will just look as a general duty of a seller, what the seller has to provide you, or what the seller in general has to inquire about certain things, either through his agent or any other representative. So most of the time, I think, which I have experienced, that the seller have some confusion about this as-is provision, that the seller thinks that they will put this as-is word and everything will just go away, and once the transaction is over, they are happy, they got their money, and they don't have to be concerned with any issue happening afterwards. But sometimes they forget, thing doesn't go away. If an escrow closes, sure, it has certain different impact on your dispute, but the thing doesn't go away. So saying as is, you still have a duty to provide the facts to a buyer which will affect the value of that particular property, or a desirability of a buyer to buy that property, which is basically the value and the circumstances surrounding that particular property. If it's a liquor store business, and also the real estate, and you know the specific use, and you also know that there is some other notice you got that from the city that they will not allow in future so and so things, which will affect your liquor store business. So now you are on notice and you have to provide those facts to the buyer. That's your duty. You cannot say to the buyer, okay, as is, I don't know, as is, I don't know, because most of the time the sellers keep on pounding on their broker, okay, I don't know, and just mention as is, and broker also doesn't understand the legal effects of as is. As is only means whatever facts I have provided to you in my reasonable attention, that with those facts, if there is any repairs or any things coming up, then I would not be responsible. So that means whatever you are presenting to the buyer in such situation with those facts, you are not taking any responsibility of these particular repairs. However, that doesn't cover the undisclosed things, which probably you know about, and you are just thinking it will go away with the as-is, and later you will show that little Aziz clause. So still you have to provide the buyer any and all those facts which you know about. Probably you have done certain inspection in past, and you came across certain repairs need to be done in the property. Either it's the leaking roof, or it's some kind of a broken tiles, or suppose someone filed a lawsuit and they fell on your tiles, and your tiles had some issues with its alignment with the floor. So you have to disclose those facts, because it's always best to disclose instead of wait and then get in dispute and have big issues with that. And especially with my brokers, if you are a seller's broker, you have another statutory duty to inspect that property and provide your assessment about what you have seen in those rooms, or in that particular property roof, or the things which are much more apparent with a normal eye. So you have to provide those facts to specifically to your sellers and also to your buyers, because otherwise you know that when a dispute began, regardless of if you have any issues with your service, you will be pulled off in such kind of a dispute, and then you have to just go through this whole process of litigation, which is very expensive, time consuming, and then you have your license online, because these disciplinary agencies like Department of Real Estate, now they are becoming more and more strict in terms of just monitoring specifically those lawsuits, what happens with those lawsuits, and your license will get some kind of issues with if you are tangled in those lawsuits, and ultimately if you have a judgment against you. So these are really very important issues. So if you have any kind of legal dispute going on, or if you want to analyze particular situation, or if you want to know, okay, we have this certain thing, so do we have duty to disclose or not, if you want to understand that, sure, means we do different kind of real estate work, including providing people the rights and obligations which they have, and just having those conversations during the transaction, which is really important. So again, work hard and just move forward in your business, and if you have any legal issue, let us know, and just watch future videos, and thanks for your cooperation. Thank you.